Any questions for me?
Why do you hate me?
Welcome back to the best fucking podcast on the whole planet, in the world. I'm here with actually one of the most anticipated guests, I think.
Really?
Yes, one of the most anticipated guests. Since I did the podcast with Kyle and Steve, you were, and honestly, even when I started filming videos, fitness videos in the gym, everyone's like, where's Jesse?
Yeah,
Where's
sense.
Jesse is here. We're on the road right now. In case you guys are curious why this is like a really weird setting. This is not my house. This is not Jesse's house. This is an Airbnb that we're staying at while in Dallas. I'm here with the boys, Nelk boys to be exact, obviously, as you see.
Yeah.
One of the original fucking OGs of the fucking gang. And I kind of want to start there. Jesse, when you started, or rather before you started YouTube, because I kind of asked Kyle these similar questions in the podcast earlier. What did you think this was going to be? Like, what were your, not now, but like then, where you're like, when you were the younger version of you, which was how old when you started?
Like YouTube or just in general?
In general.
Shit.
Yeah, just getting into it.
Fuck.
Because I've seen crazy videos of you.
Yeah, I've been in it for a bit. I mean, since I was like fucking 10 years old, I just like knew like at least the entrepreneurial business, fucking growing companies, film, like all that shit got me into it. But I'd say skateboarding got me into at least owning a camera and wanting to film shit. Like
skateboarding.
Like, yeah, we'd film like skate parts or edits, like me and the homies when we were little, and then that grew into just like the love of making funny videos and shit, you know.
So wait, so you started off skating.
Yeah.
You were a kid skating, and then you were like, I'm gonna video this.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm gonna put it on the internet, or?
Yeah, I think I would like.
Because how old are you?
I'm 27 in June.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because this is funny. This reminds me of a similar story. One of my buddies, his name is Mike.
Yeah.
He's the professor guy, and he started the same way, skateboarding, filming that.
It gets a lot of people into film.
And then because you're trying to capture those moments. Were you trying to like capture like how high you could fucking ollie and shit, or what?
It'd be like I mean, every little kid that grows up skateboarding wants to make like a sponsor tape or get sponsors. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Even though it's so delusional, but like you'd spend literally a whole summer or a whole year filming a video part for yourself, and
is that why you started filming? Because you wanted to do that, go down that road?
100%. I wanted to like get into skate. Like I was all in.
So it wasn't about like making videos or anything. It was just like making videos for skateboarding to like show.
Yeah, to get to like the next step, I guess you could say. But then it quickly just turned into like just wanting to make skate videos and make videos in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went from making skate videos, and like, when did you start to realize like you were funny? Because you're funny. You're a funny guy, and we've done a lot of shit.
Didn't answer.
What?
When did you realize you were funny?
No, you're funny. That's a weird question, right? But like, when did you realize like you wanted right away? When you wanted to start making that kind of content? Because like, there's moments we'll have like completely off camera, like, and with all the boys and everything, where you just say funny shit. Like, were you always that way? Or
I mean, yeah, I think like I could always like make a room laugh if I needed to. Like, I was always the little fuck around kid. Like, could always make people laugh.
Yeah.
But,
do you think you got it from your dad? Because he's a fucking, or your mom?
I don't know. I don't think I got it from either of them. My dad's hilarious. Yeah.
Your dad's
amazing.
I want to have him on the fucking podcast too.
Oh
That'd be amazing. That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, he'll do it.
But when did you realize you were funny? I know that's a weird question to ask, but it's real. I mean, you were fucking funny, and then you decided you wanted to start making videos down that vein, which led you to obviously eventually this.
You would realize you're funny when you get some kind of like response from the public. So like, I'm sure like I started making even just like dumb videos on Facebook or YouTube, like little like skits or anything I was doing, and like I guess the second I did something that went like semi-viral in my head, 100,000 views or something like that, I was like, and got all this feedback, it was kind of like, oh shit, like maybe I'm onto something. Like, maybe do something. Yeah.
Kind of start doing what works or what feels good.
Yeah.
So then how did you find yourself going towards making these videos? Like, how did you like get into basically what everyone's thinking, right? Like, how did you get into Nelk? How did you get towards that?
I mean, I was looking for it. Luckily I met Kyle, but basically I had the TV show for a bit.
Kyle was talking about
like
that.
Right out of high school. I had like it's called Careless Teens on MTV. It was like a low budget Jackass type Canadian show, and just did a season, and then it got canceled because of this like other show that was after called Buck Wild.
Yeah.
Where I think just one of the people on the show passed away from like some crazy like accident. And
not on your show, on Buck Wild.
No, the show that was airing after ours.
Okay.
And I'm only bringing this up because they after he passed away, I remember we got like a notice when we were shooting season 2. They were like, yeah, MTV's not like fucking around with like anything that's like risky at all. Like after that, because they got so much bad media and so much like shit like that. So
how old were you at this point when you? Because you must have been 18, 19. You said out of high school.
We shot all the footage when I was like 15, 16.
Oh shit!
So like we were really young. We shot all ourselves, like produced it all, just like on our little handy cams and shit.
Wait, so it was an MTV show that you shot yourself?
Yeah, we sold it to MTV. Like we produced the whole thing ourselves. Like we basically just banked up all this dumb footage like any other kid did growing up, like just filming dumb shit, right? But we would take it kind of seriously, like thinking we're jackass and shit, and then make little segments, and then we packaged it all ourselves, and then waited outside the MTV building until we finally hit a producer and like.
What? You waited outside the MTV building?
Yeah, until.
So this is how you pitched the show at like 15 years old?
No, we shot all the footage around then. It was around like I think like so hard to remember, man. Like 17 or 18. Like it was like I remember it was like either last year of high school or just getting out of high school.
That's when you pitched the show.
That's when we got in the room at least with a producer and he saw the footage and we're like, yeah, let's run it. Like.
So you actually waited outside like a.
Yeah, I mean it's so blurry, dude, my memory, but like.
I know, but sometimes talking about it helps.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, I know we did that for sure. Waited outside the Masonic Temple in Toronto.
The Masonic Temple?
Yeah, that's like where that's like where the Much Music and MTV used to be.
What?
Yeah, it's a crazy building too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another story. But
so you get in there, and they're like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then did you film more with them?
We just did all like the pickup shots. So you would do like, they'd shoot in our barn with all like the cameras, like nice cameras and shit, and we would just do like setting up each like bit, like
I see.
This is stapling my dick to a fucking wall or some shit.
So it was like Jackass type content.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when did you like link and start doing the Nelk thing?
That was I had like a period from like when the show was no longer and I was looking for my next like venture, what to do, till like when I met Kyle or like talked to Kyle. I think it was like 2 years or so where I was looking for that next thing. I tried doing like a documentary. I tried different companies. I tried a bunch of shit. And it was actually a fan that was a fan of what Kyle started when it had, I think it had like 30,000 subs or something like that.
Yeah.
With Nelk. And I guess he was a fan of the show that I did. And I gotta find that guy because fucking thank God to that guy. But yeah, he messaged me and said, hey,
on what platform?
I think it was on Facebook because I might have made a status saying like, hey, like, because at the time I was really trying to do YouTube. Like I remember trying it myself and all that shit, and then something crossed the path where he linked us together, and then I think I pitched Kyle a few ideas. I remember at the time it was like, fuck, I think the one that worked was I can light myself on fire. We could like act like people who are smoking darts like lit us on fire. So we met up at Square One, shot that, and then I remember we just sat in like this like van and smoked a joint after shooting it, and we were just like talking about like moving to LA, like
it was, what you wanted it to be.
Yeah, and like we all saved up money and just hit the road. Like,
so wait, when did you go to LA after meeting?
I swear it was quick, dude. Like I could be totally off on this, but like months, like 4 to like 6 months.
After that, did you keep filming content like that together? Was this the beginning of Nelk? So you were you were 20 maybe?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. And then you guys went to LA for how long?
We went
from Canada.
Yeah, we went there for about 5 months, 6 months, just what we were allowed to go. And we saved up all this money and we got like this like place called 1010 in Wilshire. Have you ever heard of that place?
No.
It's like a really nice building. Yeah. Like condo style, and like I mean we couldn't afford it or anything, but we just like saved up everything we had and we're just like fuck it, we're going for it. Got it, because we wanted to be like in. I remember like Kyle saying this. That's one thing he always. Cause I was always cheap and shit, right? So he always put in my head like, dude, we gotta be in the mix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? And it made so much sense because I mean we go there and our roommate's fucking like Ghostface Killer, and like go to the rooftop and there's just like this guy's a producer, this guy's a, you know what I mean? It made it connected dots like crazy. Yeah. Like, but yeah, that's where it all started.
So you guys are in LA, so prior to this, you were obviously, what part of Canada is he from? What part of Canada are you from?
He's from Mississauga, and I'm from like more up north in the country, a place called Shelburne.
How far away are those two places?
I want to say like an hour and a half, 2
Okay.
hours maybe.
So you guys never met before, like that guy said, yo, you should go do videos with this guy.
Yeah, never met.
And you, so then you started on the channel, I guess at the time it was called Nelk.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Started the channel, it was called Nelk at like 30,000, and that's
Yeah.
where it started. And then there was other people involved, right? Obviously I don't necessarily know them or...
Yeah, I think at the time Nick and Mark were on it. They were like these two twins. I'm trying to think of like someone filming.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he has
the thing that I'm curious is why do you think, and this is a significant question, I think, why do you think you and Kyle worked in the beginning versus the other, like why do you think kind of as the months went on or the videos went on or the years went on that like the other people kind of started to fall off? Because obviously that's what happens, and I know that's what happened naturally in any like relationship or content creation or business in general. Why do you think you guys continued to work in the early stages?
I think honestly something just like is like meant to be. Like me and Kyle met forces, and it was like it's very rare you meet someone with the same mindset too.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like I've said on posts on Instagram and shit before. I'm sure you've seen it, but it's just like it's so true. Like I mean, even all the years like we didn't make money or something like that. Like think about it, all those people that we've worked with or that I've left too.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't easy to like keep doing that and being like in your 20s, like having your parents, having everyone be like, yo, why aren't you making money? Why aren't you doing something in your life? You know what I mean? But you just keep on pushing this dream, because I just think me and Kyle saw this like bigger picture always, and like stuck with it. And yeah, so it's like there's definitely something there. Like when me and Kyle was met, like I mean I wouldn't ask for a better business partner in the world.
Yeah,
like,
I seen a post. I want to talk. I seen a lot. You posted that picture of him, and it had like a long sort of caption you kind of wrote in there about you couldn't ask for a better business partner.
I just felt like it needed to be said, kind of like clear some shit up.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Because I mean, from what I know in the short time I've worked with you guys, well, it's actually almost been a year now to this point.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And you guys are like just such a solid team. Like everyone, not just you and Kyle, but everyone else involved. Like obviously, you guys go through these like everyone goes through these little ups and down moments, but you guys seem to all complement each other really well, and I think that's special. What do you think is your biggest attribute as far as like lending to the team, like giving towards the group, you know?
I don't know. I think at the start, I really, I had a big kind of like background in just clothing and design and stuff like that, and like that was where a lot of my focus was. So now
At the start,
yeah. Like I mean, I would design most of the stuff. We had a couple other guys that would help out, but we didn't have like a team like we do now.
Yeah.
So now just being more a part of like Nafis, who's head of design, and like
he's dope.
coming up with concepts and fucking working out collabs and a lot of the business side of shit I love. And that's where Kyle comes in too, because he's amazing at the business side too. He can do both, which is great, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what I would really say I give to it. I think we both just do everything, because I mean everything we have to do, because even at the start, like you got to think, you've seen our team, right? It's like
so I'm
all the different positions.
Yeah.
Like think like we were still doing Nelk when we didn't have all that.
This is what I want to really talk about. That's why I'm really
we were
interested
doing
in.
all those, like whether like Kyle was editing this, I was editing that, I was making the thumbnail on Photoshop, I would be designing something, he'd be writing a script for the skit. Like we would just did every part of the team.
Doing what had to be done no matter what.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, man. When I see it now, obviously I see Austin, Adrian, Jason, all these other people who are involved in the back end, the editing, the like kind of like the designer. There's so many people. Like it's an actual big team. It's a solid team. That's the thing I'm really interested in try to talk to you more about, is because I see what it is now, and everyone sees what it is now, kind of. It's for the most part. Obviously, they don't see the whole back end, right? Because it's not always on camera.
Yeah.
But prior to all that, I'm kind of like even as a viewer up from the outside looking in, I'm like, how did you guys go? Because kids, I'm sure there's so many kids who are like, man, I want to live that life. I want to be like Kyle and Jesse. I want to like be a Nelk boy. I want to do this, right? And what you guys, I mean, I'll say it for you guys. I've heard the numbers. I've heard the things that you guys do as far as like when you guys do your drops. It's fucking insane, and it's something to be insanely proud about. But it doesn't go without all the years prior to like you talked about, not making money, not getting what you like wanted, and people falling off because maybe they didn't feel like they were getting enough or getting money or whatever from it, or people just fade. But I'm really interested in how you guys stuck through it, because it was years, I think, before you guys started making like decent money. Now you're making incredible money. Like, if you guys are doing amazing, it's fucking inspiring. Because I've been in the space for so long, and I've talked to, and I know, you know, roughly what people are doing and what people have done, and you guys have done amazing. But prior to all this kind of shit and all the good stuff, like all the hurrah stuff now that everyone sees, I just think it's important for people listening to know that, like, because I could speak from my own personal perspective with my own growth, it never just starts like that. No. So what would you think were the hardest moments before, you know, Nelk is what it is now, like as you guys were growing, like the growing pains? Like, what were the earliest growing pains of the collaboration, you know?
I mean, I think it's kind of like how like Nick and Mark or Lucas or people have came and left.
Yeah.
Like, I think we both felt that, like, you almost like slightly understand, as much as we see the bigger picture, we understand why, like, because we've been tested as many times as you can. Like, I mean, from like, say, getting like arrested, and it's not a big deal, but I mean, you know, you're in jail, or you're fighting some case where you could do a couple months in jail or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? It does a lot on your psyche of like, and like, then on top of some of those times, you're just not making much money still, and you're like, so those times really tested me, I'll be honest. Like, definitely don't want to like go down that road anymore. Like, I don't need any more charges and shit. But that definitely tested it. I think like, shout out to my dad. My dad's a great dad, but like, I mean, at the time he's old school, so like that was definitely tough, living in his basement, just being told every day, like, get a real fucking job. Like,
how many years? This is important, I think. How long do you think it took until your dad was like, oh fuck? And this is no knock at Pat. I love Pat, amazing guy. But it's common. Like, people listen and be like, my parents are like, fuck no, don't do this shit. Get this job, be a doctor, do whatever. How many years do you think it was where you were hearing that before it eventually was like, oh shit, never mind?
I mean, I don't know for him, but I think it was the meetup we did in Toronto. Where,
how long ago was that?
That was like, fuck, it's gotta be like 2 years ago now.
2 years?
I want to say a year and a half maybe.
What?
That meetup we did in Toronto, where it was just like, when we saw like 10,000 people in person, what that looks like, and how much merch. He
was there and he saw that.
Yeah, he saw it, and just like, I think like, yeah. Like,
which isn't not that long ago.
Face,
it's not that long ago.
No.
Because I've almost been involved with you guys for a year, and you guys had been successful prior to that.
Yeah. It happened quick, I'd say. Like, success,
yeah, like, it's crazy. No, I know it didn't happen quick, because you guys have been doing this shit for like years and years. And then when it happened, it was like big.
Yeah.
And it went like that. But I think it was like, from what I know from talking to Kyle and everything, I know it was like this, and then it was like that. But it was many years of like just trying to continually figure shit out.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's so important to let people know who listen to this, who watch this, like, that's common in all industries. Like, I could say for mine, like, it took me years before I started making decent money where I'd be like, oh wow, this is really cool. Yeah, my whole life I was always doing what I really loved, the whole training and working out and giving the workout advice, but it took a long time before I was like, oh shit. But it was the same way, where I remember looking back I remember 1 month when I first like really started selling apparel, I looked back and was like, oh fuck, like, that's a lot of money. And I was like shocked almost. And
I just your mind, right? Like, that many like credit cards, that many.
Because what? Like, yeah, man. I remember struggling. Like, my first time I ever dropped clothing, I think I know this for a fact. Actually, I ordered like, I don't know, 300 or 400 pieces of like this shirt that said like Team BM Fit on the back, because I was so stupid the way I named my brand. I just named it after myself.
Yeah.
And I 300 pieces, and I think, I don't know, a few $1,000, and I sold like 12 shirts, but that was all the money I had.
Yeah.
So that was like my rent money, my food money, all my money. And even prior to that, like, I used to struggle making like $1,000 a month to like pay fucking rent. Yeah. And this is back when rent was like, I lived in a house that was split by like fucking 15, 16 people, and rent was like $550 a month, which probably doesn't exist nowadays in LA. But I know what it feels like for sure. I'd be like, oh, I'm about to drop, because I think I had like, I don't know, 200,000 followers, 300,000 followers on Instagram, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this giveaway and then sell these shirts. I didn't sell shit, and then I was broke. And then years and years of like just giving more information, more of myself, more of my content, and then I started selling again in like probably around like 600,000, 700,000 on Instagram, because the main thing I did was Instagram. And then it was like crazy, where I was like, holy shit, I was like, I went from like 12 to like thousands of units sold, where I was like, I did not expect that.
That's insane.
And for the longest, my mom was like, oh yeah, like, you know, fitness was a phase for me and your dad. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna fucking die doing this shit. I remember telling her, and she's like, yeah, okay. but I was like, I remember I felt that so sincerely. So obviously the interview is not about me, it's about you. At what point did you start to notice there was a turn of like, oh fuck, we're actually doing well? Because obviously it wasn't 2 years ago. You were doing well before that a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think it was the other like big one I remember. I think it was Miami. We dropped these crew necks, just these Nelk boys crew necks that were like really dope. Like the varsity ones looked like college sweaters.
Yeah.
And I remember that was like the first like, I remember even like calling my mom being like, yo, we sold it out. Like it's been like an hour or whatever it was. And I remember just being like, it's sold out. Like and it was like a decent amount of quantity. It was crazy. Yeah. I was just like, wow, like that's insane. We just made that much money. Like
when did you guys start doing the monthly stuff?
Like the drops.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there honestly hasn't been like a strict pattern to it until recent, like where we're doing it almost like after every season, every 2 to 3 months now. Yeah. I think it was kind of just more scattered before this. I think we're like just recently doing that, like this year, I'd say. Yeah. Like repetitively doing it, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, besides the apparel stuff, like what have you guys like tried anything else before you started to see traction? Like did you try, I don't know, like any other form of like income for the business besides just like YouTube views and like YouTube revenue? Did you guys try any other projects like that? Did it work that you were like, fuck this?
Not really, to be honest. We've tried other content. We've played with the content field till we found exactly what we wanted. Like we tried even skits for a bit. We were living in Florida and we like tried doing skits on the channel. They didn't do well at all.
Skits?
Yeah.
Like what kind of skits? Like Instagram type skits? The ones
like like a 2 minute like just funny concept idea, like, but like it would be good stuff. It just didn't work at the time on YouTube. But and then I remember we only could do pranks because the second we'd do a vlog, no one would give a fuck about it because they didn't know our personality, right? Yeah. So I remember we learned that curve of like, that's why we did the hybrid of vlog and pranks. And now even recently doing the skits involved into it too, and just packaging it as one big show.
It's like they're like fucking movies. It's amazing.
It's been the best.
So I'll take me back a little. We'll go back before all this stuff, before the success. When you were a kid, what was your life like growing up? Like young, like what was your family dynamic?
Well,
because your parents are split, right?
Yeah, they're split. My dad's in the city in Hamilton. My mom's in the country.
And what age did that happen at?
That was
like how old were you when that happened?
Probably like 12 or something. Okay. Yeah. So I'm pretty young.
Did that fuck with you at all?
Yeah, I'm sure it did. I mean, my mom had breast cancer when I was right around the same time too. So like I remember like it was just always, she's good now. She like made it through, but she like, it was definitely like I remember being a rough time and like not a lot of money, like back and forth. Like we'd be 2 hours apart. Most people break up and they're like, you know, oh, you're going to your dad's house, you're going down the street. Like we'd be like 2.5 hours away from each other. Yeah. So going to see your dad on a weekend wouldn't happen all the time. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But yeah, it was, but it was good. I mean, I got to grow up in the country and had a lot of good friends and a lot of toys and had a good childhood. I like it.
So you spent time obviously with your mom and your dad.
Yeah, definitely like a lot more with my mom. And then after high school, I moved in with my dad, and my brother and my sister stayed in with my mom. So just I moved in with him, and I did the city life for a little bit. And then,
How do you guys pick the characters? Like how did you know that your fucking dad would be so dope in the videos?
Dude, I mean, like we do kind of know like, oh, like the branding behind like how funny it would be to add like the dad character, all the dad jokes, right? Yeah. But dude, I've never seen us add a character to Nelk that like, because they always get a bad response, no matter what. You'll get a negative response at the start, but like I didn't see one bad comment, I swear, about my dad. Like, it just worked out. It was like, I don't know. And he's not an actor. He just somehow just killed it. Like he just plays himself, I think. And
it's lit.
It worked. Yeah.
It's really cool. Where do you like? Where are your plans with it now? Like your involvement in it now? I know you definitely because I always get asked the question like, where's he at the gym? And obviously, I just want to clear this up with you in the gym. I just think you have a different approach to that. Yeah. You just have a different approach.
I saw on the podcast Kyle pretty much summed it up perfectly. I didn't even know he knew that about me, but like how he said about like you guys will like go to the gym but you'll stop and get food, or like you guys make it a thing. Like you'll go.
Yeah, it's like a day trip.
And like he literally aced it right on the head. Like I'm like, when I'm in the mood, when I have time, I'm like, I go downstairs and I like crush a chest workout in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Go for my run in the morning and like, that's it. Like, so
it's like,
yeah.
damn, we gotta convert you to a gym, bro.
No, I know.
That's what we gotta do. We gotta convert, because like what you're doing definitely can work. Like, I just want to push all my ideologies on you. No, I'm fucking. I just want you to think how I think, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I just want you to be addicted to hitting arms. No, it's like, yeah, I get it. Some people aren't as maybe with the gym vibe. I mean, obviously it's not for everyone. You gotta want to do it. You didn't play any sports or anything in high school or when you were a kid?
Yeah, I did hockey for like.
Oh, that's
6
right,
years.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Canadian.
Yeah, did soccer, did baseball, did a bunch of shit. Yeah.
It's baseball in Canada.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was like
baseball
just like
there?
I think I did t-ball and then like a couple years of
I'm
normal,
sounding
like,
super ignorant right now. Fuck. Did they play baseball out there for real? I thought it was just.
Yeah,
I thought it was just
baseball.
hockey.
Oh yeah.
I thought they would have like been like, no way, only hockey.
My high school didn't have a football team. I thought that was kind of crazy.
Wait,
I would have loved that.
Canada has football teams on their high school?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like Kyle's. I think I've talked to him about it. He said his like the cities had them.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I thought for sure they only had like hockey was like a religion up there. I thought
Everyone,
all you could play was hockey.
if you grew up and you didn't play hockey, it is weird in Canada. Like,
Okay, so it's
it
not
is
weird
weird.
that I think that.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone grows up playing hockey, like.
Oh my god, dude. So, what do you like? I kind of asked you like what you kind of you think you lend most towards Nelk and what you're doing now, but like what do you enjoy most doing? Outside of even, don't even worry about like not Nelk or anything. Like what do you enjoy the most like about your life right now? Like what do you enjoy doing the most? Could be fucking anything, bro.
Dude, I honestly just love brand development. It's just fucking like from design to marketing to growing a brand to like all that shit that's where like my head's always been, I think.
Yeah.
And I do love the producing and writing of like skits and stuff like that. That stuff's still awesome too. And I do love being on camera and doing the pranks and shit. It's just like I said in that post, I think it gets like you've been doing it for how long, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Been doing pranks and shit like that and getting arrested or all this bullshit, like, you know, for 6 years. It's like, and then now you're getting like bigger and you have the money, you have all the necessities you need to follow all your dreams and shit, right?
Yeah.
And I think it definitely plays with your head a bit of like, well, like I'm gonna do more of what I want to do. You know what I mean? I've worked hard for this, like,
For
kind
sure.
of thing, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just overall, I love just like working with the company, growing the brand, and
Yeah. Well, so outside of the company, what is more of what you want to do? Like, what else do you want to do more of in your life outside of Nelk?
I don't know, man. I got lots of goals, lots of hobbies, lots of things I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty consumed with Nelk right now, I'd say. So, but yeah, lots of dreams, lots of places I want to live, lots of places I want to do. Yeah.
So full send. Oh, 2 minutes. Okay, because this is gonna end because this is on this is not on the traditional camera setup. Obviously, it's a little different. There's gonna be a slight cut at some point.
Yeah.
You might as well just go ahead and cut it now.
Yeah.
So it's gonna cut. It's gonna be a cut, and then we're just gonna continue this
Yeah, a
conversation.
little intermission. All
Yeah,
right,
cut it
ready?
real quick. All right. So, okay, back from that little cut, little fucking awkward, whatever. Anyways, it's not that awkward. I'm making it awkward now. Anyways, just relax, dude. Okay, I'm allowed to do that in this weird. I'm in like a different setting right now, bro.
I know. And before
Fucking off my game, huh? Yeah, I feel like there's ghosts and shit in the air. So full send. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
When did that come about from your because I obviously know a little bit from talking to Kyle, but because that's obviously like a big play, a big directional shift, and obviously instead of just marketing Nelk,
Yeah.
this whole direction is way different, and it allows you guys to involve a lot of other people. It's like a wider range of everything, which is obviously like why we're here for the most part. Besides the fact that I love you guys. You guys are dope and fucking amazing friends. We're doing like a dope business together under Full Send, as a part of Full Send, and I think it's cool that you guys did that position of like, okay, because if you call it Nelk, at some point it's like how many more characters could you add to it versus Full Send as a brand that could be more of an umbrella to a lot of different things, which we're doing the fitness thing, the supplement thing together.
Exactly.
Where did that start from your perspective? Like, when were you guys like, oh, we should do this?
I think it was like, I mean, it's the same way that there's like the Rona season shit. Like, we actually backdated it to a vlog where like, I don't know if it was me or Kyle, but we were just in a beer store and we just grabbed Coronas and he was like, oh, guess it's fucking Rona season. and we said it once, and it's just like people commented it, and then all of a sudden it became this like thing. You know what I mean? So it's almost like we didn't even put much thought into it. And the full send thing, I'm pretty sure the theory is that it's from one of Kyle's buddies from back home that like said it at a party. And because what Kyle would do sometimes just to get lingo for like funny ideas for pranks and shit like that, just to like have funny humor, he would go pick up their lingo they would say like when he goes back home and then comes back to LA. And I think like that was one of the things, like full send.
Yeah.
And it just,
because send it has been a thing.
yeah, that was from I want to blanking. What's his name? Fucking
Who did send it?
Larry Enticer.
Yeah.
He did like the whole, ski-doo thing. But so I think it was around the time that he was doing that, and then we started hearing full send, and then we like just started branching it into like just made it big, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Started repping it.
It's like heavy.
And you didn't have to like push it to say it, you know what I mean? It didn't feel cringy.
No,
it didn't feel like
lit.
it just fucking came out. Like
it's just dope. It became like I remember I just started seeing it everywhere at one point. I don't know if it was in the last like year and a half that I started seeing it everywhere.
Yeah. Like Gretzky tweeted it and fucking like
it's everywhere.
Yeah, people in the army had it on their fucking tanks, I remember, and shit. Like
it's fucking dope.
Crazy.
It's dope. So what other projects in like the full send brand do you guys have planned? Like what are you passionate about? I know obviously you like to skate. I know you do a ton of other things.
Well, we actually wrote out on a big whiteboard. This guy we were talking to showed us how Disney did this back in the day. And then they web out like, so say put full send in the middle. And like they did this with Disney and they webbed out, they did it like 20 years before Disney is what it is. They webbed out everything you'd ever want to do if you had all the money and all the employees in the world. So we did that one day, just sat there for like 3 hours with full send and branch it to everything. And dude, it's like, it's insane. Like how you said, there's like the full send fitness, but then there's like, and you even mentioned the skateboarding thing. That's like one little branch of like, you could have like skate teams and have skate competitions and skate demos and like, you know what I mean? Why couldn't we be the X Games?
You can do anything.
It's insane how much shit like we could branch it into. Like
yeah,
it's endless.
So as far as like the business development side of that, like how do you guys push that stuff forward? Like how do you push it forward?
I think it's finding the right people and hiring the right, like not just hiring hands, but hiring like someone who's an expertise in like, say you have all the webbed out things, you just get an expertise in that, and expertise in that. Say we want to do a magazine, expertise in that. Like finding someone you trust that's on payroll that can bring it to life. Because at the end of the day, I mean, me and Kyle are always going to be swamped with like the amount of shit we're trying to do every day. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like us trying to do that whole thing ourselves is not possible. So I think it's just branching people in that you trust.
Yeah.
Overseeing.
That's why I'm doing the fitness shit. Hey.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
There you go. You got the best in the business.
Yeah, no, I've done it. I've been there. I've seen it all. Made tons of fucking mistakes, but okay, so damn, we can't talk about your personal life. I'm going to ask you some personal questions, but I can still ask you about your personal life, just not specific certain personal life questions that like, are fucking forbidden, right, Jay?
Still banging hookers.
Still banging hookers.
Still banging hookers.
Still, obviously. I mean, like clearly.
It's addiction at this point.
Yeah, it's fuck. That's a shitty addiction. I think still like the prices kind of. Anyways.
Just a bunch of short hookers.
Yo, I'm about to say some fucked up shit. You're not making no fucked up jokes.
Don't do it.
Oh my god, Jesus.
I think I know where you're gonna go.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it though. So, okay, on some personal questions then. Have you ever experienced anxiety?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I've had a few moments, like interactions with you. I'm like, I wonder, when do you think you started experiencing it?
I wasn't sure what anxiety actually felt like, to be honest.
What does it feel like to you?
It's like an instant, like, say I see something, say it's whatever it is that triggers it, but for me, what I thought it was it's an instant, your skin, everything got hot.
Like physical, yeah.
Like physically hot, sweating, and heart rate going up, and a little bit of, I'd say, like racing thoughts afterwards. Like my brain just racing and shit like that. So I don't know if from what I've talked to,
everyone experiences different for sure. I definitely can relate to that. Mine have always been very physical, where I'm like, where it'll be like I'll focus like really sharply on my heartbeat and it will like increase, and then same thing, my thoughts kind of just are in this endless cycle where I feel like I want to like grab it and make it stop, but it fucking doesn't.
You can do the weirdest things. Like that's why I remember I told you I don't like I have to almost change my phone number all the time. It's like if I get a random phone number that it's like I don't know the phone number, it calls me.
Yeah.
It like will trigger like an anxiety for some reason. Like I instantly think like I don't know, like fucking something's wrong. You know what I mean? Or like the cops, or like fucking it's like someone, I don't know, like something.
How did you have when you were a kid, or did it just kind of develop in your older age? You think?
I think it was when I got older. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it mainly just about getting like arrested or some shit?
No, that's just one example. But like just like I mean it could be anything, dude. I could like.
Do you have any health anxiety? Mine is super like fucking. I don't know why. It's always been like health related. You know, like I'll go and get like blood work done, and all my blood work's perfect.
Oh, I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm actually better now, but I used to always think I was fucking dying, dude.
Really?
I hate hospitals. I'll never.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like dying how? Like a heart attack or what?
No, like I mean I've been there too, but the fucking just like you feel like a little bump somewhere. Like dude, I felt like a lymph node, and then I'm like
like a cancer or some shit.
Can't
You run it up to like the 100th degree.
Oh my god! And then I Google it, and next you know I have a tumor in my head or something.
Yeah.
So.
What do you? Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Don't Google.
Never Google shit like when you're having anxiety. When you feel like you might be, don't check your symptoms. You will for sure freak yourself out more. So what do you do to deal with it? What have you done to deal with it? And more importantly though, when do you think it started? Obviously you said in your older age, but like...
It's gonna sound weird coming from me probably, but honestly, I'm gonna say it's the drinking. Definitely, like, I haven't gotten drunk in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, and, but...
Has that helped it?
Oh yeah, it was definitely related for sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, the drinking
That's
was
common.
related. Smoking weed at night now helped me sleep a lot. That's been dope. But, yeah, I think drinking was a lot of part of it. Just because I was the guy that couldn't have one beer. Like a lot of the guys in the house could just have a few beers. I had to get like blacked out like every time I drank.
I can drink a few and I can like stop.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like worried about like fucking just drinking too much or being out of control or just getting fat.
Yeah, no, 100%. That too. Like,
fuck.
How am I gonna like watch my calories, all the shit, and then just drink like what is it, 600, 800 calories worth of beer a night? Like it makes no sense. Like.
So it came about, you think, because of the alcohol then, which is common. I mean, that's not uncommon. It's
when
crazy.
You don't remember last night, you're gonna be like, I just wake up with like the Sunday scaries and just be like,
oh, that's not good.
You're checking your phone. You're like, who did I text? What did I post? Like
Sunday scaries.
Yeah, man.
That's good.
Yeah.
So dealing with it is just like stop certain habits.
Yeah.
So, but what do you do? Like, do you experience it now then, even though when you haven't been drinking?
Not as much. I don't think so. It doesn't mean I've never like been diagnosed or like went to a doctor, but like, I definitely feel like that feeling a lot sometimes. But
have you ever gone to the ER because of it?
No.
Okay, so I'm on a whole different level, and I'm on that fucked
you
up.
Thought you were like dying.
Oh, bro, I've been to the ER. I've been to the ER like fucking 5 nights in a row.
Really?
This was bad.
See, that's what I think. I'm like
in a row.
I'm so scared to go, dude. I've literally had like I dropped my fucking. Not to cut you off, but I dropped my like clothes when I was at the mall one time. I think I was telling you this.
Yeah.
Because I literally got like stabbed in the chest, where I put me to my knees, and everyone was like, "Yo, are you good?" Like in the mall, and I just got back up and was like, "I'm good, like I'm fine." I walked it off, and it just never happened again. But like,
no, I get so scared that I'm
go
like,
to the hospital. I just won't go.
Bro, I get so scared that I'm like, I'll like call an ambulance on myself.
Really?
And go to the hospital. I've driven myself to the hospital so many times.
It's probably better though. At least you get.
I don't know. Not when they hit you with that fucking bill.
Oh yeah.
Bro, listen. I went to the hospital. Yeah, and it's like private healthcare. You're fucked. I went to the hospital literally 5 nights in a row once, and the lady, I remember she was like the same girl. Like 2 of the nights, she's like, oh, fuck. She's looking at me like, and I was so embarrassed, but I was so scared, like physically scared. I had to be there. But I remember she was looking at me like, this fucking guy, dude. Like, and they were giving me like Ativan, which is like basically a prescription, like super strong prescription drug to like chill you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Which helped, but obviously it's like you can't take that every night. It's like highly addictive. But
yeah,
I just remember that like the reason why I stopped going so often is I was like obviously the bills, but then also the people look at me like, yo, this guy's just fucked. like
you're
dude, like you're good. Like you've been 3 nights in a row, you're good. We ran the EKG, we did the blood work, you're fine.
Yeah.
And it's like for some reason it was just like I don't know, I would just have these moments or like these panic attacks that would just like fucking legit spiraled the fuck out of control where I legit was like, I need to go to the hospital right now.
So how long would that last from when you would actually go to the hospital? Would it be like it goes on for hours? And you're
no, so like I'll get there, and then once they start checking me, and then they're like, oh, this is good, and they do the EKG, and oh, that's good. Then I start to calm down, and then
because you're trying to find out that you're okay.
Yeah, that's but it's fucked. How could that happen fucking 5 nights in a row?
Really?
Where it's like, because it's this weird, like I think that that was it. Oh, this time it's it. You know, I would have this like, oh, this time is like, if I don't go this time, like what if I don't go this time, and then this is the time.
It's real.
Yeah, and that's where I started getting this like fucking loophole of like, it was so hard to get out of that, and it took me so long. And I was asking about what you deal with, like, I mean, how do you deal with it? Because obviously just stopping like an act that is like going to add to it is great.
Yeah.
But I was like, I wasn't even doing anything. It was just like happening. And so like I would pick up like meditation and like learn how to like practice some breathing and all these different like breathing exercises to just calm myself down. Because it wasn't like I was drinking or doing crazy shit. It was just fucking happening. And that was frightening. And my brain must just be wired fucking weird. But
I don't know if it's related for you, but I definitely stopped. Like I'll plug my phone in like in another room.
Bro,
when I go to
think
bed,
that's huge.
It's like I don't read books, but like if I'll try to not touch any electronics for like that last hour, 2 hours before bed, and that's been helping a lot.
I've learned about the blue light from the phone, and like because I'll play a lot of video games. Because I'm a fucking big video game fucking head.
Yeah. And
I'll sit and stare at the screen.
Oh yeah.
And if I do that and I do the phone, I have the hardest time going to sleep. And that's been the thing that I'll have little moments of anxiety. Like I've got past that shit about going to the hospital. I haven't been doing that. Like obviously I've been on the trip. I haven't gone to the hospital yet, right? It hasn't been as much of an occurrence in my life lately because I've like practiced a lot more better habits in just the rest of my life. But for sure, sleeping like in the phone had been fucking me. Like even recently before I went on this trip, like I was staying up super late because this quarantine shit, playing video games. Like trying to go to bed at like 12 and not go to bed till like 3, and then it just became this chain habit. But as soon as I stopped doing the habits that were causing it, obviously like the drinking or whatever else, then things started to subside a little bit, feel a little bit more normal. But anyways, this whole
Did you notice like what would be triggers for it and shit?
My anxiety?
Yeah, if it happened, would you be like, oh, this might have been it? This is gonna take that away.
Yeah, a lot of it was my eating habits. Sometimes I would like super overeat because like this was years ago and I was a lot more into bodybuilding and trying to get a lot bigger. But now I'm kind of at a point where like I don't really want to get that much bigger because I'm already like fucking 260 and being that much bigger, just no use for me.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, I would be a lot more into trying to get like bigger, and my eating habits were kind of like absurd. And I noticed that's when my anxiety started more, was when it was like, you know, I would eat like Ben and Jerry like pints.
Okay.
You know, like a pint, like 3 of them. Yeah,
just
like
one sitting.
In one sitting, and then like go eat some other shit. But I would always have my protein in between because I knew I needed protein as a bodybuilder and shit.
Yeah.
But I would eat this excess because I was like, oh, I need to get this extra weight. And I noticed my eating habits is what really started spurring my anxiety. Like, because nothing else was really changing. I remember being like, what's going on with me? Why am I experiencing this shit? Because I didn't experience it much in my younger age. I had more moments that were like more short-lived, where I'd be like, why? Like, I'd be very hyperactive with my thoughts because of like my childhood and my dad's passing, all the stuff that I dealt with when I was like a kid. But that started to fade as I got a little bit older, like 10, 11, 12. But when I was like 6 to like, I don't know, probably 10, I dealt with anxiety just of like the thought of just my life, like kind of running through my life. And then 10, it kind of started to fade. And then I didn't have much of it through like my, 15, 16, 17. And then like 21, 22, it came back again, like a lot harder when I started like doing the whole bodybuilding thing.
Yeah.
Because my eating habits were just insane. Like, dude, I remember there'd be nights where I would go and get like new donuts, like, because they would make donuts at like 1 a.m. So the donuts were super fresh, and I would go to this place and eat like 2 boxes of like a dozen donuts. Because I was like, it's good, and I want to get these calories in, and I need calories because I want to get bigger.
Yeah.
And that was true. It wasn't necessarily true. It was just like I could have done that a more efficient way.
Oh, so would you get like almost a remorse after eating that?
Not even about that. I think it was just.
Or the actual food was making.
I think it was the actual food was just fucking with my body so much that I was like,
it's not healthy. So
yeah, my body was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I never did that prior. And then eventually I started to become better with my habits and getting better in general. And then obviously I just had fucking, I don't make this fucking podcast about me and all the stresses of my life, but like, you know, like, girl stuff and a lot of shit that I dealt with like over the last fucking 8 years of
I don't do it.
crazy.
Yeah. Girl shit, fucking.
Girl shit
there,
is the thing, man. Because I definitely, you know, fuck. I don't want to get too deep into this, but it's interesting, man. I definitely know that things have gotten better, and obviously I think you're dealing with that stuff a lot better. But you have moments of it, because I always notice too, like you isolate yourself a lot.
Yeah, I think it's I like my space though too. I've just always been like that.
Yeah.
But even say on these trips, I mean, like I said, if I'm trying to chill on the drinking or chill like I'm working on my diet or whatever I'm doing, it's like sometimes I think I almost have to if I surround myself around it, I'll drink or I'll you know what I mean. So I just.
It's very fucking true.
Yeah.
So what other big goals do you have in your life? I know it's like a shitty, corny question, like.
Dude, honestly, I know it's not even like I have massive like money goals or anything like that. I really want my own place. That's been my goal since I was a kid. I mean,
that should be easy for you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
very easy for you now.
At that level where I could do it if I wanted, but
easily.
Buying your own place and enjoying it is another thing. I don't think I'm there yet. I still got a lot of work to do, but yeah, dude, just a little small cabin in the woods. Just like that's my dream. That's all I want. Like,
damn,
simple life, but.
How far out do you think that is for you then?
I'm hoping.
Because when you say that, do you mean like disconnected from work as well, or you're just talking about like?
I think like, I mean, even right now, if I got my own place, it's like, how would I get away for more than even like a day or two if I wanted to even go enjoy that house, and then how close would it have to be to LA to enjoy that? And yeah, so I just
based on the content.
Yeah, I could get the place, but I think it's gonna sit empty. I'm not gonna really enjoy it. Like that. So I mean, I know it's in my future, like in my 30, like when I'm 30 or something like that. That's like my goal, pretty much. Just get my own place and work on it and have a bunch of money and stuff to start all the projects I want to start. You know.
Yeah. So what is one of the things you want to do the most when you can? Like what's something else you want to do the most of, you think? Like
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess that's another story. I can't tell that story right now. I can't tell that story right now.
Something you're like a goal for you. Oh
yeah.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Did you talk about it earlier?
Focus.
No, I'm focusing. I'm focusing.
I'll say it for you.
No. That's all good. No. Oh my god, dude. No. So okay.
Just go there.
No. 10 minutes? Okay. No, I'm not gonna go there. Fuck that. I'm not gonna go there.
That'll be another podcast.
Yeah, another podcast. So how come your handles are still Mtvjesse? You're just like, fuck it.
Because I can't get
access. It's actually funny. You can, huh?
No,
you can't get your full name?
Dude, I've been drunk messaging JESSE and just been like, you're at 20K right now.
Fuck, that'd be sick.
He left me on scene. I'm like, this guy fucking must have some money. Like, I don't even know if I would give him that. I'm just
bro,
like...
I'd be like, okay. How many followers does he have?
Dude, like nothing. I don't even looked in a while, like 1,000 or something like that.
Wait. So you're drunk messaging this guy? Mtvjesse. This one?
Yeah. Dude, he just looks like he probably
he owns a tea company.
Yeah, he's just rich and he's just likes to post.
He's like, haha.
If anyone out there can fucking hack his account and then
savage.
I'm gonna get arrested for that.
Yo, no, you're not. You're good. So you're just like, fuck it.
I should act like I'm interested in buying his tea. That's all.
I would like to buy some tea, sir.
I would like to buy bulk amount of your tea.
I would like to buy your company.
Yeah, buy his company. Does it come with your hat?
Does it come with your handle? Yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
The company's not called Jesse.
I would like to change the name of the company to Jesse. Yo, that's really funny though, man. So you just stick with Mtvjesse. It's like funny because MTV's like dead.
No, I know. But it kind of just became like a nickname now, so I just ride it. I mean, it's whatever.
And then that's why they call Pat MTV Pat, because you're Mtvjesse. Yeah, makes sense. So when's Pat coming back? I miss Pat.
Dude, hopefully soon. This whole
He's gonna fight fucking.
Oh yeah, he's fighting Greg Paul.
That's really happening.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's going down.
Yeah.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's dad.
Yeah.
First fucking.
Greg Paul keeps saying he wants to do like MMA though and shit. My dad's like, man. Put on the gloves and just fucking wrestle, you know? Like,
Just fucking swing.
yeah, just swing.
It's funny,
Why does
man.
it have to be MMA?
I don't
I don't
know.
know. It won't go down like that. It'll be a boxing match.
Yeah.
100%.
Damn. Well, I can't wait to see him, man. Any questions for me?
Why do you hate me?
That's the best. That's the best because everyone.
You should start.
That's for sure.
It's like, why do you hate me? It's like, and then just zoom in on our faces.
Oh my god, that's for sure the best way to start the podcast. And it's at the end because everyone is like, legit, I'll get messages like, do you not like Jesse? And I'm like, dude, he just doesn't come to the fucking gym with us. Dude, that's so funny. Do you not like Jesse? Yeah, I think because you're short, dude, I don't like you.
You should name the title. Why I fucking hate Jesse podcast.
Oh my god, it actually might be the title. Why I don't like.
Dude, you have to edit that. You
Jesse.
editing this? You have to edit that.
I'll do it, it's easy.
Yeah, the very start. Just why do you hate me? It just goes black and white like Oprah. Like, comes our faces like.
Why do you hate me? Why I hate MTV Jesse from the Nelk Boys, yeah. Clickbait, let's go.
It could be funny if it does go to the beginning though, or something.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
If
the.
like you walk in and you're just like not down to do this at all.
Yeah.
We can almost do like pickup shots of
Get the fuck out. Super awkward.
You're like itching your head and shit. Yeah.
Just like
Silent
literally
awkward.
that.
Yeah. A little awkward silence.
This is Austin, by the way. Austin decided to crash the podcast. You want to come stick your face on here?
Why don't you show him your hair?
Oh yeah,
No.
show him your hair.
Show him your hair.
Oh, show him your hair.
cold yet, bro.
No, show. Just
not
like a
coming.
quick. Come
Drop
over
a
here. Just like drop it. Yeah, drop.
It's not toned yet, so don't judge me.
Yeah, let's go.
You wanted orange, eh?
Yeah.
We're gonna have Austin on one of the podcasts. Yeah, we're gonna have him on for sure. It'd be sick. We'll talk about the time I almost killed him on the road trip.
Oh
And he raged at me, and I raged back.
I heard you texted?
I raged so hard. Oh yeah. He was like, but it was funny though.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't at the time, but
In
then
that
it was-
retrospect, it's funny.
yeah, it was lit. It's fucking.
Fucking couple punches thrown? Or
He
what?
punched me in the back of the head.
No, he didn't.
You
No, I
did.
didn't.
Dude, we almost died then.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Well, yeah, well, not from the punch, like from just, yeah. It was windy, dude. The fucking Sprinter goes like this, anyways.
Oh, that's
You're
a
in that
big
bitch?
fucking vehicle, man.
Fuck you. But you were, no, this fucking guy.
God.
We got a lot of guests. Come here for 1 second, just like get this. This is amazing. Yeah, no, it's funny. Just say hi. This is the podcast with Jesse.
6'9".
What's up, niggas?
Oh, you just had to ruin the podcast.
What?
We can't. You just had to ruin it.
Now we're not getting monetized.
Oh my
man.
god. Now we're fucked.
Oh, what's good, blood?
No, stop. It's dinner time, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
All right.
I'm the fucking hottest in the fucking world right now.
my
Numbers don't
God.
lie. What, 16 milli? Three hours?
That wasn't you though. That was 6
Joey Swole, I'm coming for
Oh
you.
my
Wait,
god, the podcast is done.
Wrong guy.
It's fucking done, dude.
It's a wrap.
You literally fucked it. You had to just fuck it.
Dude,
Now
we're
you
only
have to
fucking
edit it.
3 minutes in.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Get the fuck. Yo, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out their. What? You gonna put you in there too? Okay.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
Before he attacks you, bro. Are you putting his butt in the camera? They're dropping a podcast soon as a fucking group in a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
It's gonna be called
Pretty
Casuals.
much all built now, yeah. Casuals.
Yeah. So make sure you guys check it out when it's out. If you guys have not, also check out the podcast I did with Steve and Kyle. It's the second podcast I have on the channel. Drop a like. If you're on iTunes, drop a review, give it a star, all that good shit. We're gonna be on Spotify soon. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys listening. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. You look fucking big, dude. You're fucking.
Jesse,